The cold metallic corridors of the hidden shipyard hummed with quiet anticipation. Captain J. Park walked slowly, his boots making soft echoes against the smooth floor. Around him, massive starship frames stood like silent guardians, their sleek surfaces barely catching the dim blue emergency lighting. Neptune's distant moons provided perfect cover for humanity's most ambitious secret project. For decades, engineers and military strategists had worked in complete silence, building a fleet that would change everything. No one outside this facility knew the truth. Humanity was ready. Jay stopped near a massive construction bay. Massive plasma cannons were being carefully fitted into the hull of a warship that looked deceptively simple from the outside. His trained eye saw the intricate quantum adaptive armor, the hidden weapon systems that could turn entire planetary defenses into scrap metal in moments. Director Hai Kim watched from a nearby observation platform. Her tablet displayed complex schematics, each line representing years of research and technological innovation. The human race had learned from past mistakes. This time, they would not be caught unprepared. The final testing phase begins tomorrow. She spoke softly to a nearby engineer. Her voice carried a calm certainty that masked years of careful planning. The shipyard was a marvel of human engineering. Carved deep inside a modified asteroid, it remained completely undetectable by any known scanning technology. Quantum shielding and advanced stealth systems made the entire facility invisible to external sensors. Thousands of workers moved like shadows, each understanding the critical nature of their mission. Young technicians calibrated advanced weapon systems. Robotic arms moved with precision, assembling components that represented decades of scientific breakthrough. Every piece of technology here was designed with one purpose: to protect humanity and demonstrate their true potential. Jay remembered the stories his grandfather told him about humanity's previous encounters with alien civilizations. The near destruction, the moments of vulnerability, the constant threat of extinction. Those memories drove this project forward. This fleet would ensure no civilization could ever threaten humans again. The warships looked deceptively standard from a distance. Their exterior designs mimicked older models, deliberately avoiding any appearance of advanced technology. But beneath that ordinary shell lay systems that could disable entire planetary defense networks in seconds. Quantum-entangled communication systems allowed instantaneous coordination. Adaptive AI could predict and counter potential threats before they even materialized. Every technical limitation humanity had faced in previous conflicts had been systematically addressed and overcome. Director Hai Kim approached Captain Park, her tablet displaying a complete fleet readiness report. "We are 98.7% prepared," Shilai said, her voice steady. "The final systems integration will be complete within 72 hours. Jay nodded, understanding the weight of those words. Generations of human potential were contained within these ships. Scientists, engineers, military strategists, all had contributed to this moment of silent preparation. Outside the facility, Neptune's storms continued their eternal dance. No alien civilization, no scanning technology could penetrate this hidden sanctuary of human innovation. The fleet waited, patient and deadly, ready to be unleashed when the moment was right. 1,000 perfectly designed warships stood ready. Each represented not just military might, but humanity's determination to survive, to protect, to prove their worth in a vast and often hostile universe. The shipyard continued its quiet work. Machines hummed. Technicians moved with purpose, and, in the heart of this hidden facility, the future of human civilization was being carefully, meticulously constructed. Captain J. Park looked at the massive ships surrounding him. A slight smile crossed his face. They were ready, truly ready. The first phase of humanity's most ambitious project was almost complete. The massive alien diplomatic vessel entered Earth's solar system with an air of supreme confidence. Its design was intimidating. Sharp, metallic edges cutting through space like a massive blade, broadcasting signals of absolute superiority. Wu Xin sat quietly in the United Earth Council chambers. His dark eyes watched the incoming transmission, analyzing every subtle detail. Around him, other diplomats shifted nervously. The alien representatives from the Unified Planetary Confederation had made their intentions clear: total human submission. The holographic display flickered to life. A tall, rigid creature with skin like polished granite appeared. Its voice carried electronic undertones that seemed to vibrate through the entire room. "Humans of Earth," it announced. "Your technological capabilities are primitive. Your civilization will be integrated into our galactic system. Resistance is illogical." Wu remained perfectly calm. He understood that every word, every gesture was being carefully recorded. Information was the first line of defense, and humans had become masters of gathering intelligence. Behind the diplomatic facade, massive underground facilities were already preparing. Military strategists like Captain J. Park monitored every communication, every subtle threat. The alien vessel's approach was being tracked with technologies far more advanced than anyone suspected. "We require your immediate compliance," the alien representative continued. "Your planetary resources will be redistributed according to our galactic protocols. Your population will be reassigned to labor sectors." Subtle movements happened across Earth's defensive networks. Quantum communication. Channels opened. Encrypted messages passed between hidden military installations. Each word from the alien representative was being analyzed, translated, and integrated into tactical response protocols. Wuxin's fingers moved almost imperceptibly, sending coded signals through a communication device hidden within his diplomatic attire. To any external observer, he appeared calm and attentive. In reality, he was transmitting critical intelligence to humanity's Secret Defense Command. The alien representative continued its demands, growing more aggressive with each statement. It did not realize that every threat, every provocative message was being carefully documented. Humanity was collecting evidence, building a comprehensive understanding of its potential enemy. Outside the diplomatic chambers, massive defense systems were being quietly activated. Orbital platforms that appeared to be communication satellites were actually advanced weapons systems. Underground missile silos disguised as agricultural research centers began powering up their quantum targeting systems. Wu finally spoke, his voice measured and respectful. "We appreciate your communication," he said, carefully choosing each word. "Our leadership will review your proposal and respond through appropriate diplomatic channels." The alien representative seemed momentarily confused by the calm response. Its communication protocols had expected resistance, fear, or immediate submission. This measured diplomatic approach was unexpected. What the alien civilization did not know was that this conversation was part of a much larger strategy. Every threat, every demand was being carefully analyzed. Humanity was not preparing to surrender. They were preparing to respond. Captain J. Park watched the diplomatic exchange from a hidden command center. Holographic displays showed multiple layers of potential scenarios. Each potential alien movement was already being countered in advanced simulation models. The diplomatic vessel continued to broadcast its demands. Communication arrays across Earth listened, recorded, and analyzed. Quantum computers processed millions of potential scenarios every second. Military strategists mapped potential conflict zones, weapon response strategies, and defensive protocols. Wu Xin's slight smile went unnoticed by the alien representative. Humanity was not just listening, they were learning, preparing, and waiting. The confrontation had begun, but the real battle would be fought not with words, but with technologies and strategies that the alien civilization could not even imagine. As the transmission continued, hidden across Earth's solar system, thousands of warships waited in perfect silence, prepared, ready, waiting for the moment when diplomacy would inevitably fail. The first stage of humanity's most ambitious plan was now in motion. The invasion began exactly as predicted. Massive alien warships dropped from quantum tunnels, their weapon systems glowing with destructive potential. Thousands of vessels surrounded Earth, casting ominous shadows across planetary defense zones. Captain J. Park stood on the bridge of the lead human warship. His hands remained steady, fingers hovering above complex control systems. Around him, crew members moved with machine-like precision, each motion calculated and purposeful. Alien communication channels broadcasted their expected victory. "Humanity will be subdued," their lead commander announced. "Resistance is mathematically impossible." Suddenly everything changed. From seemingly empty regions of space, human warships materialized. Not dozens, not hundreds, but thousands of perfectly coordinated vessels emerged simultaneously. Their quantum-adaptive camouflage systems had hidden them completely, waiting for this exact moment. The first wave of human attacks was surgical. Quantum-entangled energy weapons struck alien command structures with impossible accuracy. Each human ship moved like a single intelligent organism, anticipating threats before they could even develop. Alien defensive systems collapsed within minutes. Their most advanced technologies became useless against humanity's unexpected capabilities. Weapon systems that had conquered dozens of civilizations suddenly seemed primitive and slow. Jay's voice remained calm. "Initiate advanced combat protocols," he commanded. The bridge crew responded instantly, their movements synchronized like a perfect mechanical dance. Specialized drone swarms launched from human carriers. These weren't simple combat drones, but highly intelligent, quantum-networked units capable of independent strategic thinking. They moved through alien fleet formations like liquid metal, disrupting communication networks and targeting critical infrastructure. The alien military command couldn't comprehend what was happening. Their tactical models, developed over centuries of galactic conquest, became completely irrelevant. Humanity had been preparing for this moment for decades, and their technological leap was beyond anything the invaders could imagine. Massive energy weapons mounted on human ships fired with pinpoint precision, each shot calculated through advanced AI systems that could predict enemy movements milliseconds before they occurred. Entire alien squadrons disappeared in brilliant explosions of quantum-disrupted matter. Communication channels between alien ships became chaotic. Panic began spreading through their fleet. They had expected a simple conquest, a routine subjugation of a supposedly primitive civilization. Instead, they faced a technological nightmare. Captain J watched holographic displays showing the battle's progression. Every alien movement was already being countered before it could be fully executed. Humanity's hidden fleet moved with a grace and intelligence that seemed almost supernatural. Orbital defense platforms around Earth, which had appeared to be simple communication satellites, transformed into devastating weapon systems. Quantum-shielded and completely undetectable until this moment, they began systematically dismantling alien invasion forces. The battle lasted less than 3 hours. When it ended, thousands of alien vessels had been destroyed. Their invasion force, considered the most powerful in their galactic confederation, had been completely annihilated. Survivors watched in shock as human ships maintained perfect formation, showing no signs of significant damage. It was as if the most advanced invasion force in known galactic history had been swatted away like an insignificant insect. Jay's communication officer turned. "Alien Command is requesting communication," she reported. A slight smile crossed Jay's face. The real message had been sent. Humanity was not weak. Humanity was not vulnerable. Humanity was ready. The counteroffensive began with surgical precision. Director Hai Kim watched from the central command center, her fingers dancing across holographic displays that tracked every movement of humanity's strategic assault. Alien homeworlds had never experienced true vulnerability. Their civilizations had conquered countless species, believing themselves invincible. They would learn differently today. Quantum-encrypted communication networks carried specialized attack algorithms. These weren't simple viruses or traditional hacking methods. These were intelligent systems designed to completely dismantle alien infrastructure from within. The first wave targeted communication systems. Alien defense networks suddenly went dark. Planetary defense grids collapsed. Military command structures became confused, unable to communicate or coordinate their responses. Specialized drone swarms entered planetary atmospheres. Each drone carried advanced artificial intelligence capable of adapting to local defense. systems in milliseconds. They moved like intelligent particles, disrupting critical technological infrastructure without firing a single traditional weapon. Power stations across multiple alien worlds suddenly went offline. Transportation networks froze. Communication satellites became useless pieces of metal floating in space. The attacks were so precise that they looked almost like natural system failures. Captain J. Park coordinated the assault from a mobile command ship positioned at the edge of the conflict zone. His team had spent years developing these attack protocols. Every movement was calculated, every action designed to maximum effect. Alien leadership scrambled to understand what was happening. Their most advanced technological systems became completely useless. Quantum adaptive human technologies were simply too advanced, too flexible to be countered. Research facilities were the next target. Advanced human AI systems infiltrated alien scientific databases, extracting critical information while simultaneously destroying research capabilities. Decades of technological development were erased in moments. The psychological warfare was equally devastating. Alien populations watched their most advanced systems collapse without understanding why. Fear spread faster than any physical weapon could travel. Military bases across multiple star systems went silent. Not through destruction, but through complete technological neutralization. Weapon systems became paperweights. Communication networks turned into silent, useless circuits. Chai Kim's strategy was clear: disable without total destruction. Humanity wanted to send a message, not commit total genocide. Each attack was precisely calculated to demonstrate technological superiority while minimizing direct casualties. Specialized energy weapons occasionally punctuated the assault. These weren't traditional weapons, but quantum disruption systems that could disable entire planetary defense networks without firing a single traditional projectile. Alien leadership attempted emergency communications. Each attempt was carefully monitored, analyzed, and strategically blocked. Humanity controlled every single communication channel. The counteroffensive lasted less than 72 hours. When it ended, the Alien Confederation's entire technological infrastructure had been completely dismantled. Not through brute force, but through intelligent, precise technological intervention. Surviving alien leaders realized something terrifying. Humanity had been watching, learning, and preparing for generations. Their technological leap was so significant that traditional military thinking became completely obsolete. J. Park reviewed the final assault reports. Minimal human resources had been used. Minimal direct confrontations had occurred. Yet the entire alien military structure had been completely neutralized. Communication channels opened, not for surrender negotiations, but to demonstrate humanity's technological superiority. The message was clear: any future threats would be dealt with similarly. The strategic counteroffensive had achieved its goal. Humanity had not just defended itself, it had demonstrated that it was a force to be respected in the galactic community. As silent human warships maintained their perfect formations, the galaxy watched and learned a critical lesson. Humanity was no longer a species to be underestimated. The counteroffensive was complete. And everything had changed. The Galactic Conference Hall fell silent when Wu Xin walked in. Representatives from hundreds of civilizations watched with a mixture of fear and anticipation. Humanity had transformed from an unknown species to the most significant technological power in the known universe. Holographic displays showed the complete restructuring of galactic political systems. Where alien confederations had once ruled through force, humanity now introduced a new model of diplomatic engagement. Their technological superiority was not a weapon, but a tool for balanced negotiation. Director Hai Kim stood behind Wu, her presence a silent reminder of humanity's technological capabilities. Each alien representative understood that one wrong move could result in total technological neutralization. "We are not conquerors," Wu explained carefully. "We are partners. In galactic development, the alien representatives listened. Some looked defeated, others looked curious, many looked terrified. Humanity's approach was revolutionary. Instead of demanding total submission, they offered technological exchange, research facilities, scientific collaboration, economic partnerships that would benefit multiple civilizations. Captain J. Park monitored the diplomatic proceedings from a hidden command center. Thousands of quantum adaptive warships remained positioned strategically across multiple star systems, a silent guarantee of humanity's commitment to peace. The alien confederation that had attempted invasion now sat like children being lectured. Their most advanced technologies had been completely dismantled, their military structures destroyed without firing a single traditional weapon. Wu Xin presented detailed reports, not just of military capabilities, but of human scientific achievements, medical breakthroughs, energy solutions, quantum communication technologies that could revolutionize entire civilizations. "We choose cooperation," he stated, "not conquest." Diplomatic protocols were rewritten. Galactic trade routes were redesigned. Technological exchange programs were established. Humanity became the unexpected architect of a new galactic system. The most surprising element was humanity's restraint. They had the capability to destroy entire civilizations. Instead, they chose to rebuild, to collaborate, to demonstrate that true power was not about destruction, but creation. Quantum communication networks began linking different civilizations. Human-developed technologies allowed instantaneous communication across impossible distances. Scientific research that had been isolated for generations suddenly became collaborative. Alien civilizations that had spent centuries fighting each other now found themselves working together. Humanity had introduced a new model of engagement, not through military might, but through intelligent cooperation. Research facilities were established on neutral planets. Joint scientific missions were planned. Economic systems were redesigned to encourage mutual growth instead of competitive destruction. The galactic map was redrawn. Boundaries that had existed for thousands of years suddenly became fluid. Humanity had not conquered through force, but through intelligence and strategic vision. Director Hai Kim watched the proceedings with a calm expression. Years of secret preparation had led to this moment. Not a moment of triumph, but a moment of profound transformation. Wu Xin's final statement echoed through the conference hall. "We are not here to rule. We are here to help humanity and all civilizations grow together." The alien representatives understood something profound. Humanity was not just a military power. They were architects of a new galactic system. As the conference concluded, quantum communication networks began linking civilizations in ways never before imagined. Scientific research accelerated. Economic systems became more collaborative. The galaxy had been recalibrated, and humanity had done it without firing a single traditional weapon. Captain J. Park allowed himself a small smile. The real victory was not in military conquest, but in showing that intelligence, cooperation, and strategic vision could change everything. The future had arrived, and it looked nothing like anyone had expected.